BASF, the makers of the tape that lasts forever, and T160, the 8-hour tape that gives you 2 hours more playing time, presents Plays That Won't Last Forever. 15 minutes of exciting sports entertainment, hosted by NBC sportscaster Len Berman.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our special BASF presentation of Plays That Won't Last Forever. I'm Len Berman, and for the next 15 minutes or so, I'll share with you some of my favorite offbeat moments from the world of sports. When you're done watching, you have a choice. Either save it for future viewing or tape right over us. We won't be offended. We've divided our presentation into 4 unique segments. First up, baseball and basketball.
Let's all rise for our national anthem. Now, play ball. The easiest play in baseball, a pop-up near the mound. How about this one, Ken Caminiti of Houston? You ever feel like you're on the wrong side of the street? 3 Cubs, 1 railing. Oh, Dwight Gooden, target practice. Why is everybody picking on me? Here's my favorite fan scene, a triple play. And isn't it nice that they've adopted that family theme in Pittsburgh once again? Oh, ever feel like you were swimming upstream? Safe. Is it how fast you throw or how high? Or how wet? Finally, they've caught Gaylord Perry loading up his spitball. Is that legal? Well, it's effective. You certainly can't hold on to the bat. You know, it's easy to get a foul ball when the stands are empty. One problem. Where did it go? Follow the bouncing ball in Philly and not out. Look out, Oral Hershiser. And you know, something's always getting in the way. And here's the play of the year, Claudell Washington in right field with the throw. Perfect. The inning was already over. And the fan play of the year in Seattle, he gets the ball, but he drops his kid over the seat in front of him. And talk about ungrateful. Why are you crying? Your dad just got you a free baseball. In basketball, it's not form that counts.
It won't go. Rebound Bailey. He puts it up. It goes in. It counts.
A high school game in New Jersey, and he wins it. And a few nights later, the same kid does it again. In a fraternity game at St. John's University, he wins the game at the buzzer. But then he has to outrun his fraternity brothers to avoid their hazing him. In Texas, 1 backboard, 2 players. In Pittsburgh, Jerome Lane does it all by himself.
John, you don't see that much anymore with the collapsible rims.
And halftime at a professional game. Is this legal? Shooting a commercial. Dominique Wilkins. No problem at all. And at a college game. After the buzzer. But in a CYO game in Carmel, New York, it counts. But did the father get it on his video camera? And the best play-by-play when Carl Place wins in 4 overtimes.
Holy God! Holy God! I don't believe it!
They immediately administered CPR and he was fine. Actually, he is a high school teacher. True. And here are some more true sports happenings. We like to call it assorted other stuff.
Here is the best ring entrance, bar none. Of course he lost the match, but Billy G wins the Underwater Juggling Award. And here's a fun way to make a living. Crash your motorcycle head on. And then take a bow. Our lacrosse players of the year. I've got it, you can't have it. Here's our He-Man runner-up. Why not tug a few buses? And then stop a couple of planes from taking off. But here's our winner in North Carolina.
These athletes have been in hard training pretty much for the last 6 years of their lives.
And from the littlest competitors to the biggest. Oh, in the frog competition, you can't let the giant frogs compete.
They are certainly large enough to eat the other competitors if they did have that in mind.
So make the little guys pump iron. That'll whip them into shape. And here is the biggest moment in bowling history. 3 of them. And they still can't get a strike. Question. Does the fight begin before or after the fight begins? Trainers, handlers, boxers. It was a free-for-all. And here's our heaviest daredevil, over 300 pounds. So lots of padding. And how about ski jumping into hot springs? Here's a neat trick, the old domino pool table routine. Actually, 2 tables. No, make that 3. Nicely done, Jean Catron. And some martial artists for your viewing pleasure. Thanks a lot.
One rule we use in plays that won't last forever is nobody gets hurt. And that even holds true for horse racing, which isn't easy when you consider the size of the animals. Here now, the sport of kings.
First, a horse race in Swedish.
Vi har invändigt nummer 1 True Genius. Det är galopp för nummer 4 Manhattan Style. Utifrån Armbro Guinness, ännu längre utifrån kommer 3 Martinis.
Right, 3 Martinis was the winner, which is what these handlers could use by the time the race begins. And one more time. Oh, you've heard of winning a race by a neck? Well, this jockey really hung on by a neck to finish second. And the newest craze at Yonkers, 2-way racing.
Country Snowbird goes off stride.
And they're off.
In West Virginia, they got off okay, but one small problem. They couldn't get the starting gate off the track.
Attention jockeys, the starting gate is on the racetrack. Attention jockeys, pull up your horses.
And in
Drivers,
Kentucky,
please
they
use
saw what
caution.
happened at Yonkers and
Horse
thought,
still
hey,
coming
what
toward
fun.
you at the finish.
Obstacle
Look
horse
horse
racing.
toward you at the finish. Drivers, use caution at the finish.
Our
And it's
favorite
Laser
horse,
in
though,
front.
is Smelly.
Quarter put away in 22 and 4, and Smelly is flying on the front end. Will Lacey now picked up the scent of Smelly, and he's second, 2.5 off the leader, Smelly. Smelly's got plenty left for the straightaway. They come for the final 8th mile. Smelly has a lead. Then JR's Horizon and Flying Feet. Oh, the sweet Smelly of success.
Yes, he won, but what about a harness horse named Pinocchio?
With the lead. Bursting through, Pinocchio. Pinocchio puts that nose
nose in front.
Right, Pinocchio by a nose. But our favorite name, Yakka Hicka Mickadola. The announcer doesn't even try.
There, sing my tune. And Hicka Maka Rockadakalola. Then there's a gap of 3 to Dola Hicka Maka Rockadola. And then it's Dicka Haka Maka Rockadola. And the trailer is Dola Rolla Rolla Rockadaka Mola Hola.
But here is an easy race to win.
Marcia's affair, survival, all worked up. 3 noses on the wire. Can't split them. Marcia's affair, survival, all worked up. 3 noses. What a race. What a finish.
A 3-way dead heat. Virtually everybody wins that way. This one we call the Alfred Hitchcock Handicap. Look out for the birds. And this really happened too, in the Meadowlands. A slight problem with the snow.
Must be off. Somebody went the first quarter in 22 and 4. Here they come. 4 at the rail. That's against 0 and all the numbers. All the numbers.
From out of the snow and into the fog we go.
First turn with Life's Excellence in front. On the outside, equal to none is second as they disappear into the fog. From now on, you're on your own.
And you're really on your own when you have to pronounce Yakka Hicka Mickadola. All together now, Yakka Hicka Mickadola. You thought being a sportscaster was easy, right? And our final segment on Plays That Won't Last Forever, appropriately enough, funnies, follies, and finales.
Strike up the band, and here we go. Well, here we go again. Let's start with our favorite female gymnast, Paul Hunt. And a sneak peek at our 1992 Olympic swim team getting ready for Barcelona. Although it certainly looks like Greg Louganis has aged a bit, doesn't it? Sumo wrestling would make a good Olympic sport, don't you think? Well, you're sitting on the bench at a hockey game minding your own business, and a spy from the other team pops up. Hello. Follow the bouncing puck. That was in. And so is the ref. Well, he was just trying to be one of the boys. Here are some new strategies. Well, the coach told me to go in motion. In boxing, you can't beat your opponent? Well, defrock him instead. And you always wanted to be a referee, right? His name is Frank Cappuccino. Bingo. Here's my favorite golfer. If it once, you don't succeed. Well, the trick is to clean the grass off the head of the golf club. That'll help. Perfect. Coach Nick McCarchuk of Fordham exercising terrific self-control. Wim Sanderson of Alabama says, "It's the worst I have ever seen in my life." No, this is, Wimp. The ref slapped the disobedient player, and then he gets clocked from behind. When last seen, he was heading for the hills. And this poor Islander scored a goal, but into his own net by mistake. And talk about being up a creek with a paddle. Row, row, row your boat. Oh well. Well, let's head for the hills. Up and over. And up and over again. Kind of puts a damper on the race, don't you think? In England, the boxer is losing. So his mom heads into the ring and starts hitting his opponent over the head with her shoe. When the opponent couldn't continue, he was ruled the loser. And a near riot ensued. The ruling was later overturned. Oh, Dad, can I borrow your new video camera to practice my golf swing? And this has to be the best ending. Remember the end of the Stanford-California game? California was trailing and won the game on this play.
Take care of the clock, so they got to score here. This is Garner. My goodness, Rogers is still alive. Stanford players on the field. Oh, what's going on here? Markers down. This is incredible. Moan is going to score. This is the most incredible finish I have ever seen in a football game.
And that'll do it for our special BASF presentation of plays that won't last forever. Of course, if you decide to tape over it, they won't last at all. I'm Len Berman. Hope you've enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.
All BASF videotapes come with a lifetime guarantee. If any BASF videotape you buy fails at any time due to manufacturing defects, BASF will replace it absolutely free. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions you'd like us to know about, please write us at BASF Corporation, Consumer Relations Department, 35 Crosby Drive, Bedford, Massachusetts, 01730.